We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Surveying the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey able to drop him for a loss of 4. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He's got time. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
Come on, let's go!
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So they're able to connect and beat the man coverage.
Nice job between the two of them. One getting downfield, the other.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Javon Curse in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Let's go!
They go play action now. Taylor. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cliff Averill in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
Here we go!
3rd and long, it's Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. B.J. Goodson in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Setting up the screen for Miller. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Lamar Miller, 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And it's good to make it 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Tough spot for the offense, 3rd and 8. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Martellus Bennett, 27 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Time running out here on the play clock. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing on for, and he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Ladies and gentlemen. And you know my slogan. No fighting in the
Poppin' knock it when I met you. Shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a Batman, but I only got the best intention. Tough and not a bluffer. I want you to be Molly. Don't have to take it undercover. Just on the bells are ringing. People singing. Rice is throwing flower. Bringing ting-a-ling-a-ling. The honeymoon is when we going. And I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot is in the basement party. Yeah. Turn it to the greatest party. Yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it.
You thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no. See me and face me in my cup all night long. Wield your tongue at my throne of power. Oh, no. I never for a second thought that I was dead. Oh, no. I never for a second let you into my head. Oh, no. I'll take a bow and I'll show you how to survive. I bet you die, you were the love of my life. Whoa, no. I bet you thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. Three and a half to go, first quarter.
Flex round. Let's go.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now Taylor on first down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on first down.
Here we go.
To throw is Taylor. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Caught. It's the tight end, Kelsey, for a Bills touchdown. Travis Kelsey from 6 yards away. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now, because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers. But those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins from 10 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Returnable here for Hester. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
2nd down following the run.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier, knock him down for a loss.
They go play action now. Taylor. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. They were trying to get it into Kelsey that time, and now it's second down.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third down, Taylor. And it's complete to Kelsey. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. Quarterback and receiver on the same page, and they beat the man coverage.
Sometimes you get too aggressive as a defense. You go into man coverage. That means you've got to win at the line of scrimmage yourself. On that play, the offense did.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll come out in the pistol. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Peterson alone in the backfield. They go play action here on first down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Give him 22 on that one. And the Bears are going to get a first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Usually when we talk about concentration and catching the ball, it's about the receiver. In this case, it's the defender who had the great focus, knocking it away.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Rodnikovic coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And now a first down following that long gain. They come up in an offset eye. First down, here's the run with Peterson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. And Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Back to throw here. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll run with Peterson. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking of the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Big play here. Third down and goal from the 2. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now that's a third down play. A little razzle-dazzle nearly gets them into the end zone, although they do come up a bit short.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball.
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. So they dump off the pass, get the completion, but couldn't get out of the end zone, partner.
You don't see that very often either, Brandon. A team backed up, trying to complete a pass, but a complete one that's so close to their own end zone that it turns into a safety. That's rare.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here we go! Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Now Taylor sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead.
And that score gives them a little more separation and a bigger lead.
A little more of a comfort zone now. They can do more things defensively, maybe take a few more gambles as they try to continue to extend their lead. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Gets it off to Freeman. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Back to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. A toss play. This is Peterson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Back now in Buffalo. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it. And that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
And here come the Bills. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys
simple,
up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They go play action here on first down. Finding time. He's going to air one out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up on a great one. Darrelle Revis. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off on a great one. Darrelle Revis. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. So they're operating in the red zone. First and goal from the 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. And he's got a Bears touchdown. Adrian Peterson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. They come out here in the eye. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here we go.
The Bills will go for it. It's Taylor. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. This is Gordon, and hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Here we go.
Here's Taylor. Surveying the field. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.